Right, so today I'm going to try something yet again a little bit different. As you can hear in the background, I've got my kettle going. I'm going to try one of these Unconform Nootropics Mind Blend Ginseng cold coffee or hot coffee drinks. I think they're made from like some sort of mushroom extract, ginseng, ginkgo, zinc, and vitamins. So apparently these are to help enrich your body's natural systems. So yeah, I mean I don't really know how they actually work. So all I'm going to do is base them on taste. I hope it's good with milk because I don't like black coffee if I'm honest. Um, I mean, they say to switch this up from coffee. If not, I might just have to do another one and add coffee. So, yeah, I like my caffeine. I mean, let's give it a go. I'm using this as a zero sugar because we're running out of sugar. One coffee in with it. I can't honestly taste the difference. So if it's just supposed to be an additive for the sake of it, it's you're not going to notice any difference sensation wise, no taste or anything like that. It tastes quite nice to be fair. It's just a plain white coffee. So there's no dire aftertastes or anything like that. Um, so I could probably technically got away with putting another spoonful of coffee in there and I would have been fine. But nice to know that an additive that's supposed to be good for you with all these new natural things inside of it doesn't taste rank. Because that's one of people's issues, isn't it, really? It's not necessarily all the good things, it's how does it actually taste? And if it tastes like shit, people aren't going to want to buy it. And it's definitely something worth thinking about, provided you get the best out of this. I don't know if something like this is for me, but as I said, this is the first one I've ever tried, and it doesn't seem too bad. Obviously, I'm not going to get no funky euphoric sensation like it's a magic mushroom because it's not a magic fucking mushroom. I've been calling it the mushroom coffee stuff, but it's not necessarily a magic mushroom, is it? It's just stuff to be good for you, to help you up here and to help your body, and depending on which product of its range you decide to get. But it's also nice to know I'm not going to have to chuck away a cup of coffee because something tastes absolutely disgusting. Right, I'm not going to lie to you, this is the first time I've tried to do this end part of this review. I'm kind of getting a bit annoyed with it, to be honest. I was trying to be all clever and ballsy, la 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 la. I've been doing this product over the past week and stuff. I've been trying to work out if there's any any kind of difference. I mean, a week's not a very long time to be using this kind of product. Any kind of Zen-like properties that may seem like I've kind of improved on my mental health or any type of health that's within the properties of the vitamins and the minerals within the sachets. I'm going to say there's been to be honest, I say I can feel a little bit more calmer. I can't say I've noticed anti-inflammatory causes and antioxidants or neurodevelopment issues easing and all that kind of stuff. All I can really say is I feel a little bit calmer. I don't know about blood circulation. I'm not a fucking doctor, you know. But I look at my arms and my legs and I think my body works. But if you are a believer about chemicals and minerals being like these kind of supplements being good for you and things like that, I'm going to say just go for it, you know. I mean, ginseng's in quite a lot of foods these days. I mean, it's especially particularly in energy drinks, you know, because it can be a kind of a stimulant. I mean, it helps to fight fatigue, hence the reason it's in an energy drink. You put it alongside caffeine, you get your buzz. You're not going to get your buzz in this unless you actually decide to dump this sachet in with an energy drink, and you might get an extra, I suppose, maybe. But that kind of defies the point of products like this, doesn't it, really? So you wouldn't really want to be doing that. I mean, I was doing it with coffees and teas, because I drink a lot of coffee and tea, you know. I try to ease off the energy drinks. I want to look for things that taste good but also quite good for you, you know. I mean, the fact when you dump this little powder substance in and it's completely tasteless is, I suppose, there's a good benefit, but it's kind of a trick of the mind. Does something that tastes absolutely nothing compared to in your everyday products kind of deceiving your mind? That's how I feel like, you know, just because I taste something, I feel like if you're having something that's good for you, it's got to taste something. But I don't suppose I think that's just how my brain works. So yeah, so if you are into all these thingamabobs, I've noticed minor things that have seemed a little bit better. I don't know whether I'd be bothered to be doing this over a long period of time, but it was a nice thing to try out, I suppose, to see my thoughts on how these kind of things work. But yeah, as I said, most properties that are in vitamins and minerals are things that are under the skin you can't see. Most things. So I'm not really going to notice anything particular anyway, unless I really search for it. But if you are interested, I definitely recommend giving the product a go over a longer period of time, to see if you've noticed maybe, like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 months, to see if you've noticed, to see if your family and friends notice any of these changes. I mean, as I said, I feel myself feeling a little bit more calmer and a bit more concentrated. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. I hope you respect the honesty I'm trying to put behind it from my own personal sense of view, and I will catch you some point soon.